everybody, this is a MoPro coming at you once again on some fixing of the car. Anyways, I have this 2004 Chevy Aveo right here, and obviously we had some technical difficulties with the fuel. So what I did was I went to the front of the motor. The owner actually thought it was a head gasket on the car, and I was like, no, I don't think so. So what I did was I did the old school way. You remember, you take the carburetor and you put a little fuel and a gas in a water bottle and you spray it into the fuel injection to see if the car will start up. Well, that's what I did, and obviously it started up. It worked. So what we had to do was go ahead and change pretty much the fuel pump. So I'm gonna make it quick and sweet. I'm not gonna make this a long ordeal for you guys. Make sure whoever car that you're gonna work on, or if you're working on your own, make sure you clean all the stuff out of it first. Okay, after you clean all the stuff out, come to the hatch or the trunk. Well, it's probably the hatch because it's a hatchback. Come to the hatch and you see these two levers right here. Boom and boom. They're on the back of the seat back here. You have to pull those two and the whole entire seat lifts up. Well, the seat doesn't fall off like I have it on here. I took the two bolts out of the front because originally I thought you had to take out the whole entire seat. And when I got back here and started cleaning all the stuff out, I noticed those two handles, pulled them, and voila, seat fell forward, and it made things a lot easier, way easier. Make sure you have a flathead screwdriver, because you're going to need that. That's going to be a very important part. Make sure you have a 7mm, small 7mm, and a socket. That's what I used. And what I mean by that, when you get to this, you're going to need this. You're going to need this. And the reason why is because you have very small space in here. And when you get to this part right here, oh, this ring right here, it's the hardest thing to take out. But if you have that part right here, it makes it super easy. Just time consuming. Just put you on a little bit of music, start turning your ratchet, and I guarantee it'll come right off. So I'm gonna run through everything that I did really quick so you can see. And here we go. Okay, this is how I go. I'm gonna go backwards really quick. I didn't already pretty much took the pump off. It's already ready to pull out, but I wanted to make sure I clarify everything you have to do before. This is going to be on there, and this ring is going to be around the whole thing. But before you even get to that part, you have to make sure you take this clip off first. It's a lot easier because you're going to have to fight with this one. This one right here has a small lock on it. You see the little lock right here? It's going to be pushed up, and this is where you're going to need the flathead screwdriver to pop this open. When you see it, it's going to be, and you'll know which one it is because it's the tightest wire ever. I don't know what they was thinking when they did that to it, but maybe they wanted to make sure it wasn't going to fall off. So maybe that's why they did it that way. So you have to make sure you unclip that. You got to take that, unlock it first with the flathead screwdriver. Then after you unlock it, and what I mean by unlock it, take your flathead screwdriver and hold on, let me see if I can do it right now. Okay, it won't let me do it, but anyways, when you get it, you'll see there's a little clip right here. Push the clip in and slide it over. See how it slid over here, right here? And this is what you use the flathead screwdriver to make your life a whole lot easier. And then after you get it off, of course, you start to pry from the sides. And eventually, push down on the front of here, and this thing will start to slide off. It'll eventually start to slide off. Now, once it slides off, put it to the side, because you're going to need it later on. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the other wire that you already took off. That one's going to be really easy. You don't want to lose it, so you make sure what I do is I stuff it up under the little carpet here so it won't move. Now, after you get that off, you're going to have to take off the fuel line. This is the fuel line right here. Super easy. You need, once again, your flathead screwdriver. All I did was I put it in right here and popped it open, pulled it up, pulled the little tab up, and wiggled it, and it popped off. When it popped off, it's gonna leak a little bit of gas. You know, just make sure it's gonna leak a little bit of gas, so don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, it's just some gas. So if you're worrying about the gas, put on some gloves. Me, I'm not really worrying about it. I'm just doing the job, so. Alrighty. Okay, after you pull it out, make sure you tilt it a little bit like I have it here. Trying to get it so you can kind of see the angle. Kind of let the gas drain out of it a little bit. You'll hear it. Sound like somebody taking a leak. But go ahead and let that drain a little bit. And then once again, oh yeah, and another thing too, make sure that you take it easy. Don't pull it out hard. The reason why is because you have a floater in there and you don't want to throw off the floater itself. So just make sure you take your time and get it out of there. And see, my floater's over here. It's so hard to do this with one hand. But here, see, my floater's over here. So just make sure you lean it really good. And boom, there we go. There we go, there's your floater. Make sure it wiggles it on out. When you pull it out, there you go. See, still got a little bit of gas in it. Still see gas in it, so I'm gonna let it drain a little bit longer. Okay, it should be drained enough right now. So let's go on and pull it on out the car. Set it on the ground. There we go. We got the fresh new over there. For to go in this box, pull it out, make sure it's the same size, the same everything. You know, put them side by side, make sure everything's good with them. Okay, there we go. Here's the new one. Fresh and new. Right next to the old school. Make sure everything's the same on top. Everything looks the same. Ta-da! Everything's the same. Obviously, it's the same everything. If you notice, right here, boop, it's got a line on it. Right here, it has a line on it. Make sure you put that back in the same place it was. Directly in the same place it was. If you need to, take a picture first before you get started. But put that in the same place. The reason why is because when you put the cables and the cords on here and all the lines, everything is set up to go a certain way. Plus, you have your floater in there, which is right here. You got to make sure that goes in the same exact place too. So I'm just going to pretty much probably put the new one on and dump it back in the car. So I'll get back at you guys. One thing I do notice, this floater's angle is slightly different. So make sure you use the new one. I was originally going to take off the old one and put it in there, but you know what I'm saying, it might be calibrated a little different because it has a different angle to it. So I'm just going to use the original. You poke it in a hole, slide it on the slot, snap it in, it should be good to go. Take off your plastic when you're about to dump it back in the gas tank. Wait, before I forget to tell you guys real quick, ooh, look like toilet water. Obviously it's gas. Anyways, orange seal, orange rubber seal. Sometimes they come with it, sometimes they don't. If they don't, make sure you take the one off of here and put it on the new one. I repeat, put it on the new one. Thing too, I want to make sure I let you guys know, when you go to put it back in the car, there's a rubber seal like I told you to put on. And if you notice, everything is marked exactly where they want everything to go in the front of that arrow. But not just that, once you place the new pump in, it's gonna feel like it takes like it's really hard to put in, right? If you notice on the side of it, it's spring action, see? So when you basically get the pump in where it's supposed to go, you'll feel it, it'll feel like it's supposed to be there, but it's not enough room. Put your rubber seal on and push down on it. And then when you push down on it, you make sure you put this ring on and start tightening it up with this. Put that back on, back exactly in the same spot it was, which is probably like right here, and tighten it up. We are officially on the move. Make sure you subscribe. I got a few good items on there. A MoPro coming at you. Peace. Another satisfied customer.